And welcome to a new series. This time in Diablo 4. Game just came out. I was able to play early access because I love the series, so I went and got the digital deluxe. And I've gone through the campaign, and I figured this would be a good point to start. So there's no spoilers involved. I'm in post-game territory, and now I'm doing stuff for what's called the Tree of Whispers. That's the end game part of the game, so to speak, where you're going to be collecting stuff. And right now, it wants me to come out here and collect some debts. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the first set of end game stuff here, and work on the tier of stuff. This is the map, by the way. It is massive, as you can see. There's a lot that I haven't seen yet. The only area that I've kind of almost fully explored is the Fractured Peaks, with few minor spots that I haven't done yet. But with that, let's get to work. Let's get right out here to Tesseract and make our journey over. All right, we're here at Tesseract, and let's get on our horse. As you can see, I am playing. Ooh, we have a little. I'm a sucker for the blue exclamation mark. A little side quest. Let's go ahead and just pick it up while I'm here.
Help an injured
Your man repays debt. Bandits mugged you. Okay.
Asifa carried me here.
Gave your life. Okay. So we got to collect some grim favors. Not a big deal. We can do that. As you can see, we have gone Necromancer. I'm a big fan of the Necromancer. Oh, there's even more. So I've skipped these in the main story just so I could get to this point quicker. But while I'm here, we might as well just pick some of the stuff up. The nights 2 weeks ago, that's fine. You know, we're just going to advance through these so we can go and do them. Normally, if you're playing, it is good to do these side quests as you're doing the main story, because they generally usually bring you to where you're going to be going. And that's why Fractured Peaks is almost fully explored, because I did a lot of that before I even left Act 2. But I was already 48, and I figured I should probably beat the story. So let's go ahead and make our way over here to the very first spot. But yes, as I was saying, we went Necro. I went the Summoner route along the skill tree. I'm a big fan of it. As you can see, our main abilities, we don't really focus on them for damage. They're just for the modifiers that we get on there to help make the enemies weaker. So our big boys, our summons, can do all the damage. So we personally don't do that much. We kind of hit like a wet noodle. But our summons really just tear through the enemies. As we're going through this, you'll see like that little orange circle there. Those are little community events people can participate in if you're on the same world instance and there's people around. We've entered a blue area. This just indicates that, hey, there are some things in here that are going to drop items we're looking for. The first little endgame Tree of Whispers quest looks like it's taking us into a cellar. Little dungeon here. Let's go ahead and dismount and deal with this rabble. Go on in. Ooh, a deserted textile shop. We go well here in the middle. And it looks like we just gotta purge this cellar. So with this build, if you're planning on going Necromancer and you like the Summoner route, your main abilities are the Decompose and Blight, and this is really, like I mentioned before, just to try to add some modifiers to help weaken the enemy and make our summons do more damage. The big thing we need to do is we always have to hit our raised skeleton. Ooh, we leveled. While we're fighting. And you'll see there's a green bar right above the icon. And what that does is it's showing the cooldown, or how long the ability is staying on, for our priest. So we summon a priest that will heal and increase the damage of our summons. That was our first little Recipe of Whispers thing down. Let me pick some of these up. But yeah, so the Skeletal Priest will empower our minions for 5 seconds, so that's how long this little thing lasts. Also healing them for 10%. It increases them by 20% and heals them for 10% of their maximum life. Now that's important because we also have gone Skeletal Mages, and we went the Bone route, meaning as they're doing damage, they at the cost of their own life. So every time they're casting, they're hurting themselves. So as we keep our healer up, it keeps them up. And the added benefit is after they're alive for 5 seconds, they deal even more damage. So massive damage from our skeletal casters there. And our little minions, our reapers up front, with their main purpose is to do damage and also create some corpses on the ground. And we use those corpses to use our Ray Skeleton to get our little guy there. Now, I just noticed that these might be timed events. Cull the Knights. Oh, Grim Favor. Okay, well, let's just go in here and kill things. So there we go. We had a corpse in the ground, and now they just melt. Now, you don't want to spam it too much. And the reason you don't want to spam it is because as the thing is ticking away there, what it's doing is making sure the heals are going off. So we have to make sure we don't spam our priest. We just want it to be up for the entire cooldown. And just make sure we have a good cycle going. And as you can see, and we're on World Tier 2, which is a higher difficulty. I recommend if you are melting the enemies on World Tier 1, just come into World Tier 2. Main reason being is get more experience for killing the monsters, enemies. So it's just better. And that's the whole purpose of this game, or Endgame, is to pretty much gear yourself and get to level 100. Now, one thing I forget to do too, and you should always remember, your consumables, if you have potions, you have elixirs, use them. They will give you more damage and also experience gain. So they will increase your experience. We'll just use, because I'm not fighting any demons per se at the moment, we'll just use a fire resist. Not the end of the world. We really want this for the experience, extra 5% experience as we're going through this. As you can see, we're tearing through. My thoughts on the game, by the way, is I'm a big fan. I know a lot of purists, especially those from the Diablo 2 era. I mean, I was one of them. And I was not a fan, really, of Diablo 3. We'll have grievances with this game compared to the beloved Diablo 2. But my thoughts on this strictly is that, advancements, changes need to happen, or else things get stale. Let's be real and honest here. Well, I think we ran out of time for that. So this one expires. Let's go to this one. We get 5 favors. All right, we're in the prison. Reformatory. But yeah, I like the changes that they've done, a little added. They did still keep the grim style, kind of a unique skill tree style setup. You can't maximize everything. You have to make choices, what's strong and what's not. I know I have an ability, skill point I have to use. Let's go ahead and do that now. I'm putting it in Gloom. That is the last one I'm really maxing out for our tree here. As we go through this prison, what are we supposed to do down here? Just clean it? Cleanse it? Slay the warden for the key? And just complete it. Okay. Easy enough. The dungeons are nice. I mean, it's a bummer that they're not completely randomized. But I mean, there's only so much you can do. They've decided to keep it in a structured way for whatever reason. I think it could have managed to be random every time you come in, but I guess the nature of how they're doing quests and all that, they decided, hey, it should generally always be the same. As we tear through this, we're trying to get favors in the endgame for the Tree of Whispers, which will grant us caches of loot to help us increase. Now, I probably should also do what's called a priority mission, which is to get to tier World Tree 3 there, to get to that extra difficulty. And the reason being is the difficulty ramp up will now change what's going to drop. So tier 1 and tier 2, you're not going to really see any uniques. You'll just see some legendaries, rares, uncommons. But in tier 3 and above, you're going to get the chance for uniques. Oh no, not my poor little damage dealers. Got the key. Ow! Don't stand in things that explode. So yeah, I have to decide at some point that I have to go and increase the difficulty soonish. I mean, my gear's not great. Stat-wise, my gear could benefit from a couple of adjustments. New changes. I know my gloves. I think it's the gloves. No, the boots I've had for a while, since level 25. But they're key to this build. And I haven't found anything nice to take the enchant off the artifact to put it on. And the reason it's key is that you'll notice that I have 5 skeletal sorcerers, mages here. When you normally can only have 3. Oh no, my guys are getting melted here. We're gonna have to probably use our ultimate. No, we're fine. We're okay. We're okay. But yes, so normally you can only have 3. I can have 5 because of the boots. They give me an extra 2. Now, I bet you this is... oh, it's not. Okay, cool. Sometimes those are cursed and you have to cleanse them. This one wasn't. And now we have artillery, so as we're doing damage, we're just crushing things. Oh, we're going to collect animus from the carriers. Now, they're going to be these elites around here. Where are they? There must be one around here. Oh, jeez. But we are getting close to being able to just up the difficulty to the World Tier 3 because, as you can see, we're really, even without that little artillery shrine, we are melting through. I can't... So I think I'm bugged. What's happening? Oh, there we go. Nope. Oh, somehow... Oh my word. Somehow I was... Jeez, I was typing. It was a little weird. I definitely didn't click over there. Must have accidentally hit tab, maybe? But yeah, so, I mean, we melt things. So that was Animus. Should be another one around here. Ooh, a little lore. Come on, get over here and melt this thing for me so we can... There we go. Oh, you're strong.
And put us here to be collected for the sacrifice.
A little side build you can do for this is also go corpse explosion instead of...
for joy that their prayers to the light had been answered.
You know, you sub it for one of the other abilities, that way you can do some heavy burst damage, but...
And still hear the screams of
I really like what I have going on here, though. Losing our sorceresses again. So I'm out of cycle. So what's happening is I'm not getting my healers up in time, and my poor, ow! Sorceress, skeletal mages there are dying because they're doing damage. Decrepify on there, make them weaker. So yeah, if you like a summoner style build gameplay, highly recommend the Summoner Necromancer. It's a lot of fun. Really do melt things. What?
Separated.
Yeah, happens.
Friends were cut down.
In the world of Diablo, you definitely will not last long. Oh, I gotta protect you? Oh, crap. So sometimes you'll find little events like these where you just gotta slay as many enemies before the time runs out and protect them. If I defeat 5 waves within the time frame, we get extra loot. Huh? You getting hit? What's happening? Ow. Any more? I thought she died. Oh, that's wave 5, so now we're just gonna fight our way through the remaining waves. A little extra loot. Make sure our healer's up, our priest. Alright, so now we're just gonna finish this last one. Kill a couple of Balrogs, talk to you. Just gonna give us some extra loot.
Dead.
Mm-hmm. I
I
know.
think I can manage from here.
Sure.
Please,
Give me the loot.
take this.
These whisper things are timed, you know. Alright, get some more animus here. Any more? Ow, fire bad. Actually, it's kind of good that I took that fire resist elixir. Not taking as much damage.
I lack the required essence.
I'm really tearing through the my essence. All right, we got a bunch of animus. We're almost there. And complete this damnable prison. Boom. Ugh, where do we gotta go? Of course, the remaining ones are probably on the right side here. Why wouldn't they be? Oh, there's a corpse there. Always gotta keep my eyes peeled for the corpses. That's the only downside is if you don't keep your eyes peeled and you fall out of a cycle with your skeleton priest. It just sucks. Come on, everybody get in here. Explode things. Where is these carriers? Hello? Not in here. Probably just one or two. Oh, there's one on the left. Let's go ahead and just pop our ultimate now. Cooldown's not horrendous, and I don't think we'll need it for the last boss in here anyway. I popped it mainly so I could get my skeletons in here faster. There we go. Was that enough? Oh, really gotta find one more? Where's the last one? Where in the world are you? Are you like right there at the top? Oh, stop it. There it is. Artillery. Oh yeah, now we're gonna really melt this sucker. Come on, my skellies, get in here. Ah, what hooked me? All right, that should be it, right? There we go. Now we can deposit it. Let's get in here. Oh, wait, it's over... Where is it? I'll turn around. Over here, right in the middle. Let's finish this prison. Defeat the Scourge of the Land. Ooh. And as you can see, we already have our ultimate back up, so I kind of want to see if we can break him first. So that's the brown bar underneath, or the tan bar underneath his health. So he's going to break... you know, let's use it now. That might break him faster. And he should break and get stunned here. And now we do some extra damage, and he can't do anything to us. And almost dead. Oh, stop it. And he's dead. So that is... Ooh. We're almost done with our first little bar there. Plus we got an aspect. Now the aspects are little extra stuff you can add to your characters later. Augment your weapons and whatnot. For example... Distant enemies have a 8% chance to be stunned. That's an aspect. And the important one for us right here is the boots, which is your maximum number of skeleton mages is increased by 2. You can actually extract these and have them here. And then you can place these upon other pieces of gear depending on the style. So like this is... These go on helm, chest armor, pants, amulet, or shield. The power is increased by 50% when it's put on amulets, it looks like. This one is on a two-handed weapon. So there are strategies and things to do with these aspects, which is really, really fun and exciting. It kind of really spices things up. Ooh, that's a new piece we can wear. Can't switch out my boots yet because I really need that aspect. Gloves are slightly better. Ooh, the weapon is better. However, we lose our... chance to stun and have increased damage to stun enemies, so I don't want to really lose that just yet. But even though this is extra damage per second, I think we'd lose way more damage if we lose this aspect. Let's see. We should do... I think we were almost close to completing this out. Another cool feature added to these dungeons is if you go to your little action wheel, there's a leave dungeon ability, so you don't even have to teleport out to a town. You can literally just exit the dungeon and it should bring you right to the entrance. Super helpful. Which allows us to get to some of these other places faster. Ooh, that's got an hour left, but I want to do something that's a little bit faster. Well, Slay Knights again is only 1 Grim Favor. I think we needed, or what, 3 more? So if we come over here and do this one, right? That should be enough Grim Favor for us to complete our little objective there and collect our first cash. So this is literally my very first one. Ooh, my horse just jumped. Oh, cool. So this is something I didn't know if I was going to be sure on. Which is... As you can see, there were other players running around, killing things. I'm more of I want to do a lot of single player for the most part. I didn't know how I was going to be mentally... If I was going to enjoy the fact that there are going to be other people in your instance killing things, and so far it actually hasn't been noticeable. Maybe just because it's still early access, but it hasn't been awful.
Thank you for bringing
this in. A little extra experience. So far I haven't hated it. I mean, I haven't loved it because now I can't find anything to kill. Kind of reminds me of their mobile game, Diablo Immoral, because it is a paid transaction shithole, and I highly recommend you don't play that. And if they ever turn this into a pay-to-win game, I would immediately change my tone to recommend not playing this, but so far it's been great. Their store is strictly just cosmetics, and it better stay that way. Which I have no problem for. If you want to look like one of the things that they offer in their store for cosmetics, by all means. If you want to spend $20, $10, go for it. I It's just once they start doing crap, with the whole, you give us money and we make you stronger, like they did in the mobile game, it's just utter bullshit. So let's complete this little world whisper quest here. Kill these shades. Ow. That guy hurt a lot. Is there one more? And done. So we should be able to... Yep, we finished it, right? I think that bar means we're full. Yep, return to the world tree. Let's go ahead and teleport up there. All right. Tree of Whispers. What goodies do you have for me? Let's turn in our grim favors.
It is done.
Oh, so here's our reward. We can either choose a collection of chest plates, a collection of amulets, or a legendary grand cache that is going to be a collection of two-handed weapons. Ooh, I think we have to take the legendary, right? Why would you take the other ones? Because I don't think this guarantees a legendary. So here we go. We've collected our cache. We come over here. Ooh, we got almost 100,000 experience for that. Open it. Two-handed sword. I'm fine with that. Let's see what we got.
My bags are
Oh
full.
no, my bags are full. We got the Unyielding Commander's Spinal. While Army of the Dead is active, your minions gain 200% attack speed. And oh boy, okay, I really like that. Oh, I think we have to go and take this distant enemies aspect off and slap this bad boy on something else, because I really do like that increased damage to stun enemies, because we do stun. I kind of want these gems. We'll get rid of that. So yeah, this is great. I think we had that aspect prior though. I thought, oh, here it is. So we could get rid of this ring now, because once we put this here, this goes away, this aspect. So that means we can put another ring in the slot. So the 200% is way better than the 88. But with that, yeah, this is Diablo 4. I only showed you a little bit of it. We'll be doing some more of this here shortly. We're going to be just focusing on trying to get to that max level of 100. Checking out the Paragon points, which happens at level 50. And just making our way through the world. I mean, I really do want to focus on maxing out these zones, because you'll see there's rewards as you max out the Renowned. So this is kind of why it took me so long to beat the game, is because I was working on these, because you get a skill point, you get increased potion capacity, another skill point. This is going to be a big one, is Paragon points when we hit level 50. And yeah, you really want to kind of focus on these spots to unlock these. See, I have a skill point just sitting there waiting, as well as another potion. Same thing here. I got 2 skill points waiting there, so definitely important to try to tackle those renowns in the different zones in the mighty world of Diablo 4. But with that, thank you so much for joining me today for this video. I hope you liked it. There'll be some more. These will be Tuesday, Thursday kind of thing to split up the wonderful V Rising. And I'm having fun. We'll do some tips and tricks next one as we're going through it. Maybe we'll even do a build breakdown if people want to see that at some point, just to explain a little bit exactly how this summoner build works. I roughly touch based on it, but with that, thank you so much as always, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!